Hello, everybody, and welcome to the finals of the Streamer Draft Tournament. There is $900 in prizes on the line today. First place gets $500 in this draft, so we are going to be doing our utmost to win it all, and we start off with a great rare in the form of a Jaxus the Troublemaker. So, that is a great first pick. It's one color. It can go into Maestros. It can go into Cabaretti. It can go into Riveteers even. So very flexible card, fits into three of the kind of families that I would like to draft, and just a really, really strong card. If they don't kill this as soon as it comes into play, then it's just an easy great card, and you just win the game pretty much. Other cards that are good in this pack, I expect Murder to be taken before it comes back. I expect Darling of the Masses to be taken, Cleanup Crew, Virtuoso, Broker's Veteran probably, maybe Snooping Newsy, and then the Strong Arm potentially, or some of the lands, depending. Maybe I can wheel Backup Agent, has some synergy with Jaxus, but Jaxus is a clear first pick. The way this tournament works, it's double elimination, best of 3 draft. So the bracket is a little bit different from just doing a normal draft, because everyone gets at least 2 losses before they are eliminated from first place contention. Wow, this is a good pack as well. There's Torch Breath if I wanted to stick with red for Jaxus, but I'm going to take Jewel Thief instead. I think Torch Breath is good, but I think that Jewel Thief is just a lot better. I mean, it's fine. Torch Breath is fine. Having to pay 4 mana to deal 3 damage is not the greatest. Girder Goons is also a great card, works really well with Jaxus, but you generally are just blitzing this anyway. And starting off black-red only leaves me really the option. I guess I could go Maestros after that. I think Jewel Thief is just a better card, though. And red-green, not a great place to end up, but I really want to play the Jaxus. And any deck can compete if you just get high enough card quality. And Jewel Thief is just a fantastic card. So this is a pretty easy Jewel Thief, I think. After that, I would take Girder Goons and then Torch Breath, because I think Girder Goons is significantly better than Torch Breath. But the other cards aren't enough better than Torch Breath that I want to move away from red. Exhibition Magician honestly might be better than Torch Breath. Yeah, we're in a good spot here. But yeah, it's double elimination, so even if I lose my first match, I could still eligible to win first place, which is just good to know. So you have red card, green card, and then I could just take Rocco and just go full Caparetti right off the bat. What else is there in this pack? There's Involuntary Employment. There's Shadow of Mortality. I like Rocco as well, because if I get to 7 mana, I have another way to get Jaxus, which is cool. There's also Racer's Ring. And there's Spara's Adjudicators, which isn't the same colors as my Jaxus. What else do I like in this pack? Honestly, I think Rocco is enough better than the rest of these cards that it's worth taking here. Racer's Ring is the only other consideration, but with only 2 cards, going for Racer's Ring seems a bit ambitious. And Rocco's a good card. I mean, players are going to go with what their best incentives are. My incentive is to build a deck that can go undefeated. And by taking high power level cards and hoping to wheel things like Racer's Ring potentially, or get my fixing a little bit later after I've got some power, I'm going to be in a good spot to do that, hopefully. Okay. Security Rocks, 4 mana, 5/4. Just a big card. Works well with treasures if I make those. I think Glittermonger is just kind of bad. Storefront is a fine land. Expendable Lackey is probably the best card in this pack, but so far away from where I'm at right now, and not better than these other cards. I think Magician's also a fine pickup potentially. Any thought for employment? I don't like having to prioritize. I don't like taking cards early that I then have to prioritize other cards to make them good. So with employment, if I take that, I have to then take casualty cards at some point, and I don't like the fact that it'll warp my picks. Now, with some cards, it's worth the sacrifice, but I don't think employment is really one of those cards at this point for me. Exhibition Magician's fine as well. Fencer can be fine. But I think Rocks is just 4 mana, 5/4 is just beefy. Okay. Now there's a Plasma Jockey. There's a Rakish Revelers. There's a Corpse Explosion. I think kind of sticking to red-green and then going Cabaretti is probably the best bet here. Green, red, white. Green, red goes into Cabaretti. Green, red also goes into potentially Riveteers. So we'll leave that option open. I don't think Corpse Explosion is that good, though. because if you're an aggressive deck, if you fall behind on board, Corpse Explosion isn't going to save you, and this is a more controlling card. And I think Plasma Jockey is actually pretty good. I try not to play like the Reveler type cards in my decks. I will need some 2-drops eventually, but for now I'm fine. See, now there's a Forge Boss, which I don't think is that good of a card. Like, it's never been that particularly scary for me. There's another Celebrity Fencer. There's also Riveteer's Overlook, which can help me with fixing for red and green. There's also Witty Roastmaster. I'm not as big a fan of Quick Draw Dagger in this open deck list format because it's not going to get as much value when they know that I have it. I think it's between Roastmaster and Overlook. Not a huge fan of the Forge Boss. I think I'm just take Roastmaster. And we get back Crew Captain. Interesting. Maybe I was supposed to take the Overlook. I just feel like Roastmaster's a fine 3-drop to have access to. And then if I'm playing red-green, I won't need to prioritize lands quite as highly. Then again, now that I have the Crew Captain, Roastmaster is looking a little bit worse. I don't know if I'll ever play Goldhound. Well, I just take Slip out the back just so I don't have to face it. Slip out the back is a really annoying card to go against. I'm just going to hate it from the pot. I don't want to play Goldhound. Yeah, see, I get Riveteer's Overlook here for my red-green needs. Potentially red-green-black. The Broker's Veteran. Perfect, we get a 2-drop finally. I would rather be Cabaretti than Riveteers. Someone did take the Razor's Ring, but that's not a huge surprise. We'll take Sticky Fingers. You can do some cool stuff with this. Works well with the rocks and stuff. Don't like Cabaretti Initiate. Late Shadow of Mortality. I like Fencer. Probably more than most. Getting a late Fencer is a good sign, though. We'll just keep taking these away. I don't like Join the Maestros. And I don't want to play against Slip out the back. Card is irritating. Last pick black card, okay. Wiretapping is a card. So is Sleep with the Fishes. I'm nowhere near playing them, though. Red-green does not default well into blue. I guess I don't have as many, like, green card. I mean, I have 2 good green cards, a few good red cards. I think I'm pretty locked into red-green here. I could technically go black or white. I'd rather go white. The Ceremonial Groundbreaker could be a good fit. Don't really have a ton of citizens, though. Between that and the courtyard, I think. This isn't that powerful if you're not equipping it to citizens, and I don't have any citizens right now. I mean, I have 1. So I'm just going to take the land. I don't think Ballroom Brawler is as good because it looks like I'm going to be red-green base and splashing into white. It's a Riveteer's Charm. And there's another Sticky Fingers. I'll speculate on the Charm. If Riveteers is really open this pack, it could be really good for me. Unlucky Witness is just a good card. It wears Sticky Fingers well. It's a card I can get with Rocco as a 1-drop. It's another tramway station. Yeah, I'm just going to take the Witness here. As I said, I'd rather go white secondary. I mean, white tertiary. This is a good card. Gathering Throng. It's the first one I've seen. It's also a tramway station. What's the highest upside pick? Deal Gone Bad is not the greatest, I think. Between the station and the Throng, what are the odds of me playing these cards? I don't like Refuse to Yield. Combat tricks get so much worse in our open deck list. I'm gonna speculate on the Throng. Prize Fight could be good. I've got some sizable stuff. Magician. Take Prize Fight. So far, not my best deck I've ever drafted, but I don't know exactly where I was supposed to go differently. Blue is looking pretty open from this direction. Plasma Jockey or Roastmaster? I think Plasma Jockey's better. Another Overlook. Just don't have 2-drops. Makes playing aggro pretty much impossible. I just haven't seen them, to be honest. Yep, this is probably not in the cards for me today. I know that sounds pessimistic because we're only halfway through pack 2. But, you know, it's really hard to do well if you don't get the aggressive tools you need to succeed. Late Lagrella, late Broker's Charm. Can take the Plaza. Helps my mana. Okay, 2-drop is fine. I just need any 2-drop. Goldhound is still a card that I don't want to play. But getting a 2-drop is nice. It's not the best one, but it's playable. Can help my mana. Please don't say anything about the other drafters. A little uneasy. It's hard to say whether you're making a prediction or trying to give extra information that I shouldn't have access to. Wow, wiretapping came back. Yeah, okay, cool. Perfect. Maybe I splash wiretapping and try to shift into a control deck post board sometimes. Between that and Celebrity Fencer. I guess I'm just going to take the Celebrity Fencer. And now another Sticky Fingers. Jeez. These Plasma Jockeys are kind of like late game 3-drops. Maybe I can ramp out early Fencers with my Sticky Fingers. I need like 4 2-drops in pack 3, which seems unlikely. I was only able to get 1 2-drop in pack 1, 1 2-drop in pack 2. This pack is really bad. I mean, Nightclubber is good and Jewel Thief is good, and other than that, this pack is just horrific. If I wasn't taking that, I would probably just take For the Family or just speculate on Nightclubber. As I said, I don't really like combat tricks in this type of format. Jewel Thief is a good addition, though. My deck just has no good cards in it. It's got Jaxus, and then it just has all creatures, pretty much. Dang. Very doom and gloom. In the NicolaiBolas camp, things are looking grim. I wonder if I could have gotten a different deck if I hadn't opened Jaxus. I went Jaxus into Jewel Thief into Rocco. Devilish Valet. We just have to take the 2-drop. Just gotta do it. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to wheel Civic Gardener, I doubt. Jetmir's Fixer's a really good pickup for us, though. We certainly need it. Works well with our 2 sticky fingers. If I wasn't taking that, I would be taking Civic Gardener just to get another 2-drop. So I'm glad we get an actual good one. Currently a very light white splash for Rocco. I don't think we need to splash the Fencers. I think Rocco's a better splash just because it can get Jax's. Jax's plus Ballet is insane. Not really. I mean, if I have Jax's in play, I'm already doing fine. Oh. So Mr. Orfeo is a fantastic card. There's also Rafine's Informant as a 2-drop, which isn't great because going full 3-color with your deck is generally bad. Skycrier also wears sticky fingers pretty well. I'm going to take a 2-drop and then try to high roll my mana in the actual games. This card's great. Groundbreaker, not so great. Ominous Parcel could be a consideration. I think this card's just really good. Yeah, this draft was not very pretty, and I didn't get any removal, and probably not going to go particularly well in the matches, I'd have to assume. Wow. Stimulus package creates 2 treasures. I have 2 sticky fingers, and I could play a Glittermonger. There's also Capenna Charm, and another sticky fingers, and a Civic Gardener. Gosh, what do I take here? It can't be Stimulus package. There's no way. I'm just going to take Civic Gardener. Tough. I do want removal, and this does give removal. But I need 2-drops. Gosh, it's so tough. This is really bad for me. I need removal. I don't have any removal spells, so I have to take that, I think. Then I take Warm Welcome to look for Jax's more often. Could have gotten a bunch of extra black-red lands, but... Cabaret Charm, I think, was the necessary pick there. I just don't have any ways to interact other than Prize Fight. So I needed Cabaret Charm. Would have loved to take the 2-drop, though. The Gardener's a key card for me right now. I also would have liked to take the Treasure card, because that actually gives me kind of a plan with these sticky fingers. Like Glittermonger could slot in, maybe. And then I switch to like a treasure deck, kind of. Sure, we'll take Revelers. Over Broken Wings, pretty much. Revelers is fine with Jax's. Pain. This is pain. This is not great. There are going to be some crazy good decks at the table, so I'm going to have to get really lucky during the matches. I would love a Civic Gardener, but I think I'm just going to commit to the more mid-rangey feel of the deck. Take a Brazen Upstart, not focus on killing them as quickly. And just try to get some power level in here. Means I can cut Witty Roastmaster probably. Probably cut the Plasma Jockeys as well. Maybe I won't need the Sticky Fingers. I mean, I can just try to see how it feels. These are the cards that I'm pretty much locked into playing, it feels like. Double Strike. I do have a few multicolor permanents. Don't like Revelation of Power either. Huge. That's a great pickup, getting another 2-drop. Especially a green one, so we can maybe cut the Informant. Double white's going to be hard in this mana base, so I'm just going to take the Civic Gardener. Wow, that's a really good pickup. We got 2-2-drops from that pack because we got the Fixer and a Gardener. If we can get another Gardener to wheel, that would be crazy for us. Having another 2-drop makes Sticky Fingers a lot better as well. There's Glittering Stockpile, there's Broker's Charm. I don't want whoever's drafting Brokers to get a Broker's Charm that late. Capenna Express. I'll take Daring Escape just so they have to think about it, maybe. You know I don't bring it in. Okay. So we now have 4 2-drops and a 1-drop. So I think we can cut Rafine's Informant. Because... maybe we just keep it. Gosh, okay, we have one. This makes multicolored cards. This makes multicolored cards. This is just a terrible card. I'm not going to play it. Would I rather have Celebrity Fencers versus Plasma Jockeys? I mean, Plasma Jockeys are in my main colors, which makes it way more likely that I'll want them. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 white cards. So this is 3, 8, 13, 18, 19, 20, 21. 16. Oh, I need to add some playables here. I can add in the Witty Roastmaster because I have so many creatures. I need it to be 25 plus... I need it to be 26 plus 14. So I need to add one more card. Celebrity Fencer is better than Glittermonger by a lot. Just double checking everything. Could also play an Antagonize just so they have to be afraid of it. That could be good. It's between that and Celebrity Fencer, which is also good because I have so many creatures in the deck. But I like having an Antagonize because it's sometimes hard for them to avoid it. I just have no interaction, which is really unlucky, honestly. I mean, I have 2 pieces of interaction, which is better than nothing. So playing a combat trick is probably a necessity. Well, we're going to hope for the best with this one. I'm glad I took the Witty Roastmaster over the Overlook, I think, because I need the extra playable. 1, 2. So then I need to add. So this is, if I add three planes, that gives me 3, 4, 5 white sources. If I have 6, 7, 8 red sources, 5, 6, 7, 8 green sources, 5 white sources, and I have 5 white sources for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. Seems reasonable. Yep, this is going to be my list. And I will see you folks in the games. Hopefully it goes well. Before I get to the games, I want to take a moment to say thank you to all of the patrons who support my content directly at patreon.com/NicolaiBolas. It feels really good to be able to make videos every day, and it is in large part thanks to patrons that I'm able to do so. If you're interested in joining the Patreon, helping me make videos, helping me improve my content, and gaining access to some exclusive rewards and bonus content, check out the Patreon at patreon.com/NicolaiBolas. I really do appreciate it. Without further ado, though, let's get to the games. Welcome to the first round of the competition. I clearly want to go first. I'm against a 4A, and I have got blue-white flyers as my opponent. They have rabble rousing, which is basically unbeatable for me, so I just hope they don't draw that. And then they have a couple counter spells to be aware of. Overall, they don't have the greatest deck, but they have pretty high card quality going up the curve, and my deck is a little bit weak, so we're going to keep this. Hoping Halo Scarab can kind of do some work. To 4. Good to know. Well, we have our Jaxus, which is our best card. We have Halo Scarab plus Sticky Fingers. They don't really have the tools to combat us as much in that department. They don't have like any early removal. They have a couple make disappears. They're going to counter this, aren't they? Yep. If only I could have drawn a land. Jeez. My deck is already inconsistent and kind of weak. Missing land's not going to help. This is a bluff attack. They know we have Antagonize in our deck, and we're going to try to make them think we have it in our hand. I'm going to jam the Jaxus. I did call my bluff this time. But it's fine. Having this in the graveyard will let us get the security rocks into play this next turn. They don't have a way to kill our creatures once they come into play, really, other than this run out of town. I hope they don't have their extra counter spell. Nothing for flyers. This is not a good matchup. I wish we had a broken wings, but we didn't take one. That's a good draw. Between this and this guy. I'm going to play this. Because next turn I can play this and make a copy of it as well. Oh, that's a good draw. I'm just going to discard it, probably. Okay. If they hit me for 7 and I hit them for 3, that works out really well for me, I think. No combat tricks. You know. Certainly attacking. Because now they won't be able to block my security rocks. So now I have this thing, and this thing. I can play Roastmaster and then make a copy of something. What am I most afraid of? They really don't have a lot of cards that are scary to me right now. I really need to win this game because it's a winnable game and my deck is going to struggle in games 2 and 3 for sure. Any game I'm not on the play. I had a pretty smooth draw. I drew my Jaxus. They have another Rooftop Nuisance that's bad for me. I'm probably going to lose if they have that, or I'll be close to losing. shoot, they do have one. But they do have to sacrifice one of their guys. We don't have rabble rousing. They have rabble rousing. So now they're all out of rooftop nuisances. What? They have no more rooftop nuisances. They have a speakeasy server. Wow, I can't believe they took that damage. I think we got him. They could have run out of town. Oh, that was bad. I should have copied this just in case they had run out of town, because then I can attack with this, and if they trade with it, I get back my guy immediately. Do they have another instance? No. They could have Psionic Snoop, I guess. I got greedy. Maybe I'm going to lose because of it. If I target the security rocks, it ends so much better for me. Because then I attack with my 4-2, and if they trade... Okay. If I attack with this and they block here, then they can't... Then they'll chump block this. And they can't deal with this. They don't have any sweepers. There's no way they come back, right? I think we got him. Oh, man. Getting a game 1 win against this deck would be huge for me. In the matchup, they did draw 10 lands. I'm going to bring in both my combat tricks post-board so they don't know what to expect if I do get to game 3. Warm Welcome is much less useful against their deck because they don't have any 1 toughness ground creatures. I expect them to bring in Refuse to Yield. Daring Escape could be a bit troll to bring in, but I think that it could catch them by surprise. Nobody expects that card to be played, and my deck needs a little bit of surprise, I think. Gosh. The bluff attack that I got in early, only to be then called on my bluff later. Oh, I was so proud of that Jeweled Scarab attack, and then they were just like, yeah, you don't have it. Gosh. Did get in for 2, though, which is more than it probably would have. So I could play Gardener. Then next turn play Jewel Thief, attack, play Halo Scarab. They could have their counterspell. Yep. My strategy of not playing as the Hall of Famers is working. I agree. Can I do anything cutesy here? I could Rocco to get my 1-drop. Trading damage with them is fine. They have one more Make Disappear in their deck. If I can resolve Jaxus... Yes, I was really hoping they'd go for this. Because now I can resolve Jaxus. And they don't have any removal for it other than run out of town. And Jaxus is an insane card. This is where we hope they don't have Rabble Rousing, but we can deal with that bridge when we cross it. If they do have it, they don't have any attacks, which is nice. Okay. Would love to get Rakish Revelers into play. Perfect, perfect. What else do I have in my deck? I have Jewel Thief, which would be a great card to get with Rocco. Sure. I could use Rocco, get my Rafine's Informant. Thank you so much, Bad Clavis, for the subscription. I really appreciate the support. Okay, I am on a tight window here. If they play another flyer here, I could be dead. Or if they have Rooftop Nuisance. Okay. Yikes. Digging for prize fight here. 1 point of life short. Feels bad, man. Five, 10, 11, 12, 13. I need them to block. I did not. Play that to gain a life. They only have 7 damage in play, 6 of which is in the air. If they were counting on a security bypass for the extra point of damage, it won't work. And now my Jack is will untap. If I draw... No, actually, I draw anything and I win, I think. I still have a Plasma Jockey in my deck. So I can make that and make it so they can't have a blocker for something. Which they might not anticipate. But I Halo Scarab, and then I have exactly 8 mana. No, I'll have 7 mana. Wait, do I not have enough mana? No, not the same deck from yesterday. New deck. Our opponent really messed this game up. If I win, it was totally stealing victory from defeat. They just shouldn't block with their flyer there. They're trying, if they're playing around double antagonize. We didn't have a lot of combat tricks. Oh, you're talking about our opponent's deck? I don't know what they played yesterday. I really hope I draw Plasma Jockey. Do I have any outs? My deck list. Woody Roastmaster. Oh, I have Swooping Protector. So unless they have run out of town. Dang it! Oh my gosh, opponent. If they... Oh my gosh. No, you don't cast it with Blitz because you put it onto the battlefield directly. What do I cut? What do I cut? I'm going to cut Daring Escape. Gosh. Oh, that was so close. They have one card in their entire deck that can answer that. I think. It's only Run Out of Town or another Celestial Regulator, I guess. But I think they'd already used both of those. Yeah, they already used both Celestial Regulators. Oh, man. Put them on a one-outer and they found it. Dang it. The Unlucky Witness is mostly so I have an extra one-drop that I can potentially put an early Sticky Fingers on. Dang, that was so close. That was so close. The other option that I had was Rocco to get a how does Rocco wording work exactly? My other option was to Rocco. Where is he? There he is. When he enters the battlefield, I search for thing, and I search for Witty Roastmaster, and then I play the Unlucky Witness to do an extra point of damage, but I think it was one off. Exactly what I wanted here. Huge. This is why we play the Unlucky Witness, folks. This is literally the exact reason. And they're mulliganing. This could be a good game for us. Could be good. If we draw spells, that is. When Unlucky Witness dies, we're going to draw a bunch of cards. Oh, man. If they mulligan to 5, that'd be really good for us. We're going to need some good fortune here. That doesn't work in Upmage because you can only use Jaxus at sorcery speed. I'm going to flash in Sweeping Protector so I don't walk into their counterspell, but I'm still developing my board. Cast it normally. The plan is to make it impossible for them to ever block my guys, and I slowly take over. That's a great draw. Sure, it would be nice to blitz this at some point, but now they have to play, like, I don't know, 2 extra creatures. They're taking 9. Think we got him. They have very little interaction. I have very little interaction. Let's go. Up around. Whew. That just looked so easy. Well, it's pretty easy when you just like high roll into your unlucky witness sticky fingers start. Yes, they did have the make disappear. Oh my gosh, I feel so smart for using the swooping protector on turn 3. Let's go. Heck yes. I'll see you folks next round. Hello and welcome to round 2. We are playing against our arch nemesis, Jamie Topples, who is playing a better version of our deck because she has Vivian and Gala Greeters, Darling of the Masses, and yeah, her deck just looks better than mine. We are going to mulligan this, and then we are going to keep this. Addition mounted. We're in trouble, I'd say. We're going to try to rush her down. She doesn't have that many 2-drops. If she doesn't have a 2-drop here, we can potentially just take her out. And she has all 3 colors. Not good, not good. Drawing 2 lands there was bad for us. We need a little bit more in the spells department there. Oh, of course. Dumpstering me. I would have thought she'd want to save that so she could do a little bit more with it. Keeping a land in case we draw our Jaxus. Hoping she doesn't have Vivian, but if she did, she wouldn't have sacked the treasure, so she doesn't have it right now. Like, if she waits another turn, she could hit me for 8 with her Devilish Valley. Sure, Darling of the Masses. Okay. I'm wishing I had this land right now, but I did want to get the pressure on, and so if I'd drawn some of these other cards earlier, it would have worked out. Oh. Does she have any combat tricks? She has a kill shot, but she can't cast that. She has a For the Family. I think we just go for this. She probably is going to try to play around Cabaret Charm. But it's still a good attack for me. Interesting. 5, 8, 9. And now I'm in really good shape. Yep. Equip away, buddy. She only has one card. No more white mana. I think we got her. This thing's hitting her. This thing has trample. She doesn't have a clean trade on this guy. This thing can't block. She blocks there. Jumps. Dies. Yes! Okay, we're going to do a lot of the similar things we did last time. We have to rush her down because she's got a way better late game than us because of Vivian. Like, if she ever draws Vivian, we're toast. So we're going to bring in our Daring Escape and our Antagonize. We're going to cut our Warm Welcome. And I believe last time we did this, we cut a Plasma Jockey, but since that's one of our better cards, I have realized we are instead going to cut on the draw a copy of Sticky Fingers. No, it wasn't. I calculated it at MH. We weren't going to be able to do quite enough. Because remember, she lived at like 5 or 6 or something, and we only had 3 other creatures hitting her. What a hand! Oh, the Socialite plus the Sticky Fingers to get Jaxus down. Oh my gosh. The one copy of Sticky Fingers we have left showing its face at the right time. She lived at 3? Did she? I was pretty sure I calculated it. I thought I did the +1/+1 math. Is she going to make a 1/1? Perhaps. 5 from Rocks, 1 from Witness, 3 from Thief is 9. Oh, it would have been. Jeez Louise, that's terrible. How did I mess that up so badly? She doesn't have a card that I could have played around. So I can block the Exhibition Magician at least. Actually, I can block Rakish Revelers too. Does she have any combat tricks? No, right? She could have sided in Revelation of Power. I don't know why she would do that. She has 4 of the family. So we can play this for 3. Get our treasure guy. Ooh, or get Brazen Upstart. Oh, my current plan was to get Jewel Thief. I kind of like that plan. Unfortunately, losing Plasma Jockey, but oh gosh. And then Rocco is the perfect blocker for Revelers. Sure. Sure. I'll probably ditch the Fixer. She does have a kill shot, so I'll be careful about that. She has 1 card in hand. I'm not attacking with this guy because then it makes it too obvious that I have something. So she would take 4. She takes 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, minus 5 minus 2 is 6, 7, 8. 9. So she takes 1, 2. 5 minus 2 is 3. 7. Yeah, she's dead. Woo! Let's go. That's big. That is a big win. Oh my gosh. We're almost there. Oh man. If we win one more match, we're locking up $250. That was big. My deck really coming through there. Clutch. Let's go. We even had the antagonize. So if she did play kill shot, then we would antagonize for the win. Let's go. See you folks in the next round. Welcome to the somewhat finals. If I win this, I'm guaranteed to be in the money. If I lose this, I can still fight for the prize. We win the die roll again, which is huge because his deck is insane. We're going to keep this one. Let's show you what he's working with. He's got Sanctuary Warden, 2 Lagrellas, a Broker's Charm, tons of powerful cards here. We're going to start off with a Forest, followed by a Jetmir's Fixer. And then we'll loot away a land at some point here. I hope he doesn't have his counterspell, but I'm not going to play around it. So if he doesn't loot away his spell, then we get a free attack in. First place is $500. Second place is $250. Third place is $150. And then the people yesterday who won their pods got 50 each. So pretty cool for a day's worth of magic. So if I win this, I think I guarantee $250. So this is a $250 match. And his deck is better than mine because he has an insane angel. No, I don't get 500 or 250 because it's the way the bracket works is it's double elimination. So if I do this, I go to the losers pod finals. Okay, he takes that. That's fair. This is where I really hope he doesn't have a forest to just start casting his spells. I want my rocks to be able to come down. Nice. Use a singleton, make disappear. Trading here is bad for me because I do have a couple combat tricks in the deck, and also trading a 3/2 for a 2/2 is not good. And also this thing's gonna do more than that damage just when I play my spells naturally. He found his forest. Cold. He has 2 forests in the deck. His fixing is terrible, so beating him on fixing is something that I would hope to do at least one of the games. He doesn't have that many green cards though, to be fair. Plays like an Echo Inspector, that's okay for me. Not the best, but it's okay. I feel like an F1 driver where I'm trying to push my car to the limit, but I'm playing against the guy who's got a better car. Oh, interessant. The reason I'm doing it like this is because now next turn I can free up my security rocks. If my Roastmaster connects. He has 4 cards in hand. I have none. But if my Roastmaster dies, I draw a card. I've got some pressure on the board. Grella, okay. Punished to the max. I don't think I can afford to play around Grella, though. My strong cards are Jax's, and that's pretty much it. And then Cabaretti Charm. That probably means he has the Angel. I am drawing some good cards. It's just, if he jams Angel here, it's just over. If he hadn't drawn this Forest, I think I would have beaten him. This guy has a good attack. Okay. Could have also used that as a turn to dash in Plasma Jockey. Okay. Oh no, is he gonna counter it? Oh no! This could have been avoided. He has the counterspell. Holding the land for my Jax's feels really good, though. I don't even think it's a misplay on my part, though. Sure. They take 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9 damage. And they get to gain 6. So not the best for me. Ballroom Brawlers is really bad for me. Because they're going to gain 6 here. I think he has the casualty card. You don't have to let Jesus take the wheel on your mana. Gosh, if we didn't have Ballroom Brawlers, I think I would have won this game. Quite unfortunate. Gosh, the extra 10 life was too much. He probably has a counter spell here. Yep. Like, him drawing the forest was so clutch. Because I could have done so much more damage. Honestly, if he hadn't drawn the forest or the Ballroom Brawlers, either one, I think I might have been able to do it. Just gonna cold play Riveteer's Charm. Got 1 Sticky Fingers. Ugh. Oh man, his deck just has better cards. Feels bad. And he drew a little bit. He drew the cards he needed that game. The extra, I think I would have been able to take him down if he hadn't gained 12 extra life. I could have gone for the block on the ballroom dancers the first time. I could have gone for the antagonize. With the jewel thief before I blocked, so I would know if he was gonna have an answer before I blocked, like if he was gonna counter it before I blocked, which would have been better. So he attacks. I cast antagonize on my jewel thief, and then he gains 6 less life. But I don't have antagonize, so I can't push damage. But I would have killed this guy. Yeah. This is a tough one. Real tough. Him having the Lagrella was also really bad for me. His mana base only has 2 force in it, and he was able to cast it with no issues. Yeah. I doubt he's going to side into Disdainful Stroke. Sometimes you got to risk it for the biscuit. We have to hope to get a forest or a sticky fingers in our top card. He is not going to let the 1/1 die. Even if I get the Jaxes into play, he actually has removal for it. Like Lagrella's. Oh, he might be a little bit mana screwed as well. I really don't want to blitz Jaxes. I feel like that's like a last second type of thing that you do. Boom. I want to blitz this. He doesn't have blue mana. Need to take advantage. I mean, got rid of his... So next turn I can play a Roast Master and make a thing with it. This isn't going to end well. He's got to have his Angel, so if he draws a land here, which I hope he doesn't, he'll be able to play it. Oh, Ballroom Brawlers. Okay, this could be okay for me then. I can get some card advantage with this one. I'm really hoping he blocked with Ballroom Brawlers. Either one of them, honestly. Because I want to be able to fight the Glittermonger, but I want to be able to kill his Ballroom Brawlers to stop his life gain. That's unfortunate. But that was the order that I chose to do things in. Because drawing one of those cards would have been really good. Okay, this guy, Sawjack. And the briefcase. Okay, so he's got blue mana again. I think we're in good shape, kind of, here. Keyword kind of. He doesn't have blue mana right now. And we have our Roast Master. No, Lagrella! Dang it. That's a card. Doing this now just so he can't draw anything to protect it. He doesn't know that I brought in the second antagonize. He might think I only have one, so he's fine taking a single point of damage. That's a joke. I can't believe it. No, I don't have the treasure. Actually, I can use this to get a treasure. He's got to have another Broker's Charm at this point. Oh my gosh. We're headed to game 3. Oh my gosh, we're headed to game 3. Oh my goodness, we're headed to game 3. He still has the Ligrellas, which makes my sticky fingers really tough to count on. Is one sticky fingers even correct over something like Daring Escape? He only has one Broker's Charm to punish. He's got a couple of 2/3s, a couple 3/2s. get it done. One game to go. This is a $250 game because the winner is guaranteed 250. We're on the draw with this junk. I'm gonna mulligan. This is better, but still really bad. I'm gonna fetch the forest. Dang it. I bless the rains down in Africa. Did he have it on turn 6? Sure. Oh. I'm just going to hope for the best here. He has one card in hand that he had, one card he drew. We're going to go for the antagonize into the prize fight. Don't worry, I'm not going to forget about the wizard. He's probably wondering what I have. Son of a gun. And we're toast. Gosh darn it. Oh, man. We just needed him not to draw this stupid Sanctuary Warden. I think he drew it every game. Maybe not. I think he had the first game. Five, 6, 11, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I can't even kill him even if he doesn't block anything. Oh, it's basically impossible to beat. But I did beat it last game. Oh no, I shouldn't have used the treasure. Okay, I'm dead anyway. Gave it the old college try. Oh, that's tough. If you hadn't had the Sanctuary Warden, I think I could have maybe pulled it off after a bit of a grind. Maybe. Good game, though. We're still in it, though. And if we win the next round, we're kind of in the running for the finals again. We might match up. We're going to match up with them again. See you in the next round. Welcome to another round. We are going to mulligan this. We've already locked in at least third place, but this is a good hand. Okay. And we will ditch planes, and then we'll fetch it on turn one with Cavalry Courier. Let's take a look at the deck we're up against. A lot of Crooked Custodians. He's playing Extract the Truth. That's crazy. Probably gonna loot away the second sticky fingers. Or maybe the land. I'm guaranteed at least one treasure from this. Perfect. And I get to draw a card, replace itself. He also has a Workshop War Chief. That's the scariest card I see. A couple Girder Goons. No. Oh, he has fight rigging as well. Jeez. Pretty crazy. That's not good for me. Let's do this thing. Okay, Rocco's pretty good. Jeez. Yeah, that's just insane. Oh, man. I did the best I could, but I'm just getting rolled by everyone's just insane, like, rares and stuff. Makes it really hard to compete. I feel like my deck was one of the worst ones, but I've been playing pretty well. Now I'm just getting pummeled by the people that got, like, so many good cards. Holy heck. I'm taking 2 from this. 13, 17. Doesn't really matter who you're rooting for here. That was just absurd. Prize fight's messed up. Hmm. Don't even know what we're supposed to put in. Is a deal gone bad? A murder? How did he lose a round? Oh, he must have played against Tupperware round 1 or something. I actually beat Tupperware in a game, so, you know, strictly better. Nightclubber's pretty good against me here. Oh, he has it. To the surprise of no one. Yikes. We do still have a chance to win this thing, but it would probably involve him missing a land drop here and doing nothing on his turn. He missed a land drop. No, he didn't. He made that decision easily. I think he has the card that lets him rebuy this thing if it would die. I'm so close. I can double antagonize. As long as he doesn't have deal gone bad. If he doesn't play a blocker here, which is insanely unlikely, then he could be dead. Oh, we're in so much trouble. Does he have like libation or something? Do I have lethal? Attack all. He blocks here. I give trample and +1/+1, so that's 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it'll be 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 13. I'm one off if he blocks properly. He knows I have the antagonize. But he doesn't know I've sided in the second one. In a weird twist, I think if I'd attacked with the 1/1, he would have blocked. That was crazy. We have been stealing games here. Stealing games from opponents with better decks all day. Let's just have a really good one now. Oh, baby. We have the Riveteer's Charm that we can't cast without treasure. But it could really surprise him. He will never expect this card. And we're going 1, 2, 3. Watch Nummy's take on that live. Oh, that's funny. We don't have a single swamp, no. We have a few treasure generators, though. And we don't need it for super late anyway. he has Nightclubber, it's bad for me. I'm just hoping he doesn't draw Nightclubber. Okay. Riveteer's Charm play is looking not great right now. Oh, man. Yep. Such is life. We had to just hope he had nothing for a while. Well, third place, not the worst. We lost to some decks that had some really crazy cards, stole some games from those decks, and then it just didn't work out in the end because they just drew what they needed. Tough, but that's how it goes. And if you were watching this on YouTube, I hope you enjoyed it. If you made it all the way to the end of the video, leave hashtag clutched the cash, because we did make it into the prize money with a deck that only went 2-2, but won the matches that mattered the most and really scrapped it out for those key wins. Not the best deck. I felt like I did well for the seat that I was in, though, and I felt like I sideboarded well. That antagonized play was pretty good. And I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, subscribe to the new YouTube channel, comment below, and check out the Patreon if you'd like to support my content. The description has links to the Discord, the Twitch, my articles, all that good stuff. That's going to do it for this one, though. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you next time.